my fellow Ace of CSU back to the US for 5 here, and today I'm playing Epic Battle Simulator 2, but this is not ordinary Epic Battle. I made my own campaign, and this clip will explain pretty much everything that I have in store for the game. Okay, so the first thing you need to know is, there's going to be a total of 3 factions. It's going to be the Ice Wolves, which is obviously my faction. Polar Ice, which is like a cross between like the Vikings and Epic Battle Simulator. And then there's going to be the Night Legion, which is going to be my overall enemy. Okay, so each faction has its own starting amount units. The first ones are pretty much going to be like the generals. So like Polar Ice gets 3 riders. I get a Wolf Rider, which is a decently OP'd unit. And then, so that's captains. I can't spell. Mind the spelling. There's going to be a certain amount of spears we get, Vikings, knights, all that good stuff. And at the end of each battle, I'll do like casualty count. I'll like look back in the small clip that I did, do some minuses, add some pluses from taking over villages. Okay, so the thing you have to know. Each village gets you a reward of 500 coins. What does the coins do, that is? Okay, so when you're defending, or the enemy is defending, they have a certain spend limit. Each faction starts off with 2,000 coins, and per turn they get so-and-so amount of coins. So if you have a village, a town, or a castle, you'll get, from the village, 500 per turn. You'll get 750 from the town, and then you'll get 1,500 for the castle. Now, if you win these, so say, battles, for my faction, you get that many, you get 6 spears, 2 large axemen, and then you get a captain. For the Knights Legion, they get 6 spears, 2 sword and shield, which is the knights, and you get 1 captain. And then for Polar Ice, since they're going to be more cavalry based, they're going to get 2 large axe, a captain, 1 bear rider, and 4 spears. Now, I do have them all evened out around how many units each faction would get from each thing. So I would get like 9, the Knights Legion would get 10, and then he would get 8. Okay, so then for towns, there is a chance thing. So for like every other battle, so if I attack a village and then attack a town, there's a chance, well, every other battle, there's going to be 2 small catapults, which are going to be a little bit difficult. So rewards for me from taking over a town is 15 spears, 10 crossbows, 7 Vikings, 2 captains, and 2 bear riders, which is 36. And then for the Knights Legion, they get 20 spears, 3 calves, 5 knights, and then 2 captains, which is 30. And then the Polar Ice group is going to get 5 large axes, 10 knights, 5 crossbow, 5 bow, 3 riders, and 10 spears, which is 38. So it's pretty well balanced out, depending on attack and health of the units. And then for the castle, there's always going to be 4 catapults defending this. I know that might be a little bit hard, but then again, the attacking force is able to use as many units as they can. But in mind, if they do lose, they lose almost all the units that they have there. So, okay, so this is what I would get for winning. You get, for winning a castle, you get added general, which would mean another wolf rider for me. I get 2 wizards, 3 bear riders, 10 heavy axe, 3 captains, 12 Vikings, and 15 crossbows, and 25 spears. For the Night Legion, they get 15 bows, 10 knights, 2 captains, 5 calf, 15 double sword, an added general, of course, which for them is like a chariot, 20 spears, and then 3 ninjas. See, I try to give each group like a random, like, cool special unit. And then for Polar Ice, they would get 5 large, 5 knights, 10 cross, 10 bow, 5 bear riders, 20 spears, 1 giant, 10 double sword, and then 15 Vikings, which it's pretty even out. 41, 45, and 41. Okay, so each unit, each group has its own starting amount, which will determine its overall outcome. And the only way a faction could win is if you take over all the places. So, like, to destroy a faction, which I'll pull up the faction map quick, because this is going to be the faction map. This is going to be the Ice Wolves right here. It's a little bit smaller, because, you know, it's pretty much like an invading kingdom. And it goes from there. They have 2 castles, so I'm going to eventually have to take that castle. And then there's Polar Ice's kingdom up there. So, as you can tell, I have, like, lines drawn down, which, like, each starting army starts at their main castle, so I put, like, 1s for the starting army. I don't know what I'm going to do for... I might make it so that captains can make armies somewhat, but I'll have to do a cost, or probably, like, 1,000 to start an army. A different army, so... Okay, so, like, they're all linked. So, for you to be able to take... If you're starting from this... You have the choice to attack this village, or in this case, this castle. So now that you got the general idea, let's get right into the first battle. Okay, so before I start this battle, I'm just gonna say some things that I added. Okay, so I made it so for you to add a new army, it costs $1,000. And I also changed how many units can attack a place. So, like, for the village, only 50 people can... The attacking force can only have up to 50 units. And they can... And then for a town, it's 90. And then for castle, it's the same amount, so like 120, 120. But what I did was, after each turn, it adds currency. For example, I had to go all the way around to be able to get 3,250 because I had a certain amount of towns, villages. It's not the other thing. The only way you can get your money back is by winning the battle. So, for example, the money that they spent to deploy this many units will be subtracted from the amount they have, and then they'll gain money from the amount of castles and villages they have, obviously. So it's a little bit balanced out. So I guess let's get... I guess I could... So I actually got like... I have like a total of 6,250 right now. So I spent a decent amount of money so I could take this village. I took the one that is like directly connected to my one village where I moved to. There is no... Oh yeah, that's what I'm attacking right now. Okay, cool. Alright, so let's get right into this battle. I'm hoping the front line of spears and heavy axes are able to hold these guys off while my crossbows take some of them out. Oh, there's my bear riders going in there. Oh yeah, this is nice. I don't know how many units I lost so far. So far I lost 1, 2... Oh dude, this was a complete slaughter. That village is now mine. I'll look back to see what units I lost. That was a good battle.
Me as the Shadow Wolf with my Night Legion is gonna take this land from the Scum Ice Wolf. This small town will be important for my success. I've set 2 rows of 15 spears, 2 rows of 8 double swords, and 2 of my best captains to take this land. Hopefully, we will take this position. Let's progress. Those catapults are gonna be an issue. Come on, horses, plow through him. No! This defeat is unacceptable. Captains, you have failed me. The forces are too strong.
This defeat caused the secondary army of the Night Legion to be defeated. So now, only the king army remains, which he is some far away at this small village. Wait, am I at the right one? Yes, I am. Now, it is the polar ice turn. Stay tuned to find out what happens next.